How's it going, everybody? Sean Allen here. Welcome to the live chat. Yeah. All right. Obviously, I'm not at Disneyland, but already messing up. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Sean Allen here. Welcome to my live chat here on the Disneyland video series. Today marks a very special occasion, the reopening of the Disneyland Railroad. Well, before we get to that, I just want to say thank you guys so much for getting me to 1,300 subscribers. That is awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. That is really, really cool. I never thought in my lifetime that my channel would actually get to 1,300 subscribers. I know that doesn't seem like a lot to some people, but that's a lot for me. It's the most I've ever had on any of my other channels, obviously. So thank you guys so much for doing that and subscribing to my channel. If you've recently subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. Please stay subscribed because a lot of more really cool content is coming your way. Lots of vlogs, a ton of vlogs. I'm literally editing one right now. In fact, my computer's rendering it, and it's like mind-blowing how many vlogs I got on this one trip. So I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I know that today's a special occasion for Disneyland because the Disneyland Railroad is now finally back up and running. So it's the Mark Twain Riverboat, the Columbia, the Disney, or excuse me, the D.V. Crockett River Canoes, and literally the traffic on Rivers of America. It's all open. It's back up and running. How long has it been? 2 years? No, about a year, over a year basically since it's been closed. It feels like a lifetime because there's been plenty of opportunities for me to be able to see the Disneyland Railroad during the time of the 60th anniversary. But when it closed down, I really was I felt bad because it wasn't the same. Like Disneyland wasn't the same without the Disneyland Railroad. So I'm so glad it's back up and running. It officially opened today. Yesterday they had soft openings, and today it officially opened to the public, which is awesome. And I think that is so cool that it finally opened. Hey! And it's really just so awesome to see the Disneyland Railroad back up and running because I've been waiting for that day to come, and it's finally here. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad the trains are back because Disneyland's not the same without them. So how are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Got some news for you guys. Obviously, I got a lot more videos coming your way. This is more of a channel update and also a life update because I know I didn't really post anything recently about my so-called interview. Well, it was an interview, but I shouldn't say so-called because it was an interview. And I'll get to that in a little bit. But right now, I just want to go over some things that are coming your way, as well as a previous video that I uploaded that you guys should check out. One of the videos that I uploaded recently actually was yesterday, actually. It was the Shops of Disneyland Tropical Imports. Now, in case you guys don't know what that is, it's basically a series of videos about the shops of Disneyland. Now, it's not just Disneyland, but it's also Disney, California Adventure, and pretty soon Downtown Disney when I get around to it. But right now, it's just Disneyland and Disney, California Adventure. I have two originally that were up on the channel, and that would be the Tower Hotel Gifts, and the other one was the, it's going out, it's leaving my mind. What was it? Oh, come on, Sean. You already know what it was. It just went out of my mind, literally. I forgot what the other one was. But the other video had like almost 500 views, and I'm like, okay, so I guess I better make another one. You guys have been wanting to see another video, so I did it. So the third episode is about Tropical Imports. Now, if you guys don't know, Tropical Imports is going to be closing soon. Either that or it's already closed. And the reason is because it's basically, the reason why they're closing is because they want to help remove the strollers out of the walk area in Adventureland, because lately it's been getting super crowded in Adventureland and the traffic in there is a little insane. And it can get very congested and backed up. And in case there was an actual emergency, you probably don't want to go through Adventureland. So what they're doing is they're closing down Tropical Imports, and then they're going to move the strollers into the former show building, or not show building, the shop. And yeah, so that's what's going on there. We already know that the Indiana Jones shop has closed down. So was the other shop that was right next door to it, because they were providing more seating for the Bengal barbecue restaurant. which also has air conditioning right now, literally. Before, you would just be sitting outside, and there was hardly any seating out there. So thankfully, they got more seating, and it's actually air conditioned. So it's not like it's going to be in the super hot heat in the dead of summer during the time they're at Disneyland. So anyways, you guys, I hope my chat's coming in okay, because it looks like it's kind of stuttering a little bit, so I apologize if the audio sounds bad or anything. I don't know what's going on with that. Let me see if I need to shut down or stop my will there any more press penny videos? Yes, there will be, actually. In a couple weeks from now, I will be uploading another vlog, and it will have more press pennies, more specifically from Guardians of the Galaxy. And I'll tell you right now where it is. It's basically in the gift shop where the Tower Hotel gifts used to be. And the pennies were, if I remember correctly, Star-Lord, or was it Rocket and Groot? I forget who it was. But they only had one machine in the shop. So, uh-oh, I stopped. Again, I apologize if my chat's all messed up. But yes, there will be more press penny videos. The reason why there hasn't been that many is because I pretty much found every single machine out there. But there actually is going to be another. Well, actually, before the Guardians of the Galaxy one. No, hold on. First, there'll be Guardians of the Galaxy, and I think there's another one from Critter Country. And I'm trying to remember. There's a couple, like one more in there. So there's possibly 2 or 3 more videos that have press pennies in the videos. So be sure to watch for those because they're coming. But not like actual long videos, because that was specifically for the 60th anniversary. And I got a question a while back that asked if the 60th anniversary pennies are still around. Obviously not, because the 60th anniversary is done and over with, and they don't really have any of the merchandise or even the press pennies anymore. It's actually kind of funny because they are still selling the paintbrushes that light up. I actually have it right here up against my window here. They still sell the paintbrushes here, and they still say Disneyland 60th anniversary. Honest to God, go into the World of Disney store and you will see the press pennies. Or not. I'm messing this live chat up, guys. I apologize. They are still selling these. My gosh, is my live chat like stuttering at all? Because I'm really distracted by that. Because it looks like it's stopping and starting, and it looks like it's got like it looks really bad. So I don't know if it's coming in at all that great, but I hope it is. Let me try something here. I was playing a video game. I was playing one of my online games. And I don't know if that caused it to malfunction or something, but I don't know why it's so bad. This is like the worst I've seen it in a long time. I'm gonna make this quick. I was gonna make it a little bit longer, but obviously I'm gonna make this one short. Anyways, yeah, they are very inexpensive. The ones at Universal, what's weird is that you have to pay $1 for them. Instead of 2 quarters and a penny, it's now you just pay $1 and they give you a penny back, and it's a press penny, which, meh. Okay, so since I'm going to make this short now, I'm going to just hurry this up and get over with it. Okay, so more videos are coming, especially vlogs, and please, guys, I can't tell you how much these vlogs are important to me, so please be sure. Oh, great, now it stopped. Why did it stop? Wait, where's my viewfinder? Wait a minute. Hold on, guys. I can't find my screen. There it is. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to make this quick because my internet connection or something is bad. I don't know why it's doing this. But anyways, so I can't tell you guys how much that the vlogs mean to me, because I mean that's why I do them. This channel is not only meant for just mealtime at Disneyland. I also do videos such as the vlogs, the ride reviews, and it was really insane. Oh, you got back from Disneyland? Oh, I bet it was crowded. Did you ride the Disneyland Railroad? Please don't give me any spoilers. I'm doing my best not to watch any videos and stuff. I kind of got a sneak peek at one video, but that was it. It's really hard to be spoiler free because it's the people are posting live feeds from like Facebook and YouTube and all that, and they're posting photos, and I'm like, stop. So anyways, so guys, there's gonna be a ton of vlogs coming your way. So right now I have 6. There's probably gonna be 8 vlogs out of this one series of vlogs that I recorded, and this isn't the one that features Mel BZ TV. This is one that I recorded back when I was at the Disneyland Resort. Missed it by a day? What do you mean? It was open today. They reopened it today. Well, anyways, so there's going to be a ton of vlogs coming away, so please be sure to watch for those vlogs, because some of them are really cool, and I really like you guys to see them, and there's some awesome stuff in there. There's these next series of vlogs, there's going to be like a lot of stuff that I haven't been able to do before, and just be sure to watch for those. Another episode of Mealtime at Disneyland is coming up next week on Monday. I was planning on doing it yesterday, like uploading it yesterday and having it live tomorrow. Oh, you came home yesterday. Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. Okay. I see what you mean. All right. Yeah. Sorry about that. Wow. I'll bet it was crowded. I'm pretty sure everybody thought that they were going to be able to ride the train that day, but oh well. So another Mealtime at Disneyland episode coming next Monday. That's 2 days from now. And you lost the feed? Ugh. I'm still rolling. You guys still see me? I wonder if there's somebody on the internet right now. That's probably what's going on. It's either that or my live feed is just really terrible right now. All right. So, okay. So if you're losing the feed, I apologize, but I'm going to try to see if I can take care of this. Hold on. Let me just go check something, guys, very quickly. I'll be right back. I'm having some issues here, so give me 1 second and let me just see if something's going on in the other room. Hold on 1 sec. I'll be right back. Okay. So I don't know what's going on. Anyways, all right. So here's what's going on. Next Monday, in 2 days from now, another episode of Mealtime at Disneyland. It's gonna be a restaurant in downtown, or excuse me, from California Adventure. It's in Buena Vista Street, and it's a good one. Hope you guys like it. Then there's another vlog coming in. That's gonna be a part 2 of my graduation videos that I meant to post this week, but I kind of missed the date. Then after that, there's gonna be a whole other series of vlogs that are about my trip to Disneyland during the time when I was at the Castle Inn and Suites. Yes, I was at a hotel during this set of videos that will be coming up soon. And during that same series, there's gonna be another video that's gonna feature the Main Street Electrical Parade. I finally got a chance to see it. It was awesome, and it's really cool. Also, I'm planning on posting another, yes, another Autopia video with the new features. You know, they has the new scenes and all that, because they got their sponsorship from Honda instead of Chevron now. So it's a little different. And something else I wanted to mention too. I'm going to try to bring back more videos for the Disneyland at Home series, like the pen reviews or my pen collection part 2 video or the sequel. And I'm also going to do a video about the droids, like the ones you see back here. Sorry if my live chat is still, yeah. Well, that's the hotel you're staying at? Nice. Well, I was there. It'll give you a little heads up as to what you're expecting. Have you been there before? Just out of curiosity. Anyways, so yeah, I was at the Castle Inn and Suites, and you'll see the hotel. Those vlogs will probably show up not this next week, but in 2 weeks from now. Just saying. Because I have one video where I get, well, let's see here, because, yeah. Oh, you never been there before? Okay. So you're in for a special treat. These are not the droids I was looking for. Well, those I might have been looking for. Just saying. All right. So a whole bunch of vlogs, more episodes of Mealtime at Disneyland. I'm getting really close to like finishing up my videos that I have currently for Mealtime at Disneyland because I'm running out of content for that series. But I'm going to try to do some interesting things here and there. The Tropical Imports video that I posted yesterday, that was originally going to be a Mealtime at Disneyland video, but I felt like it was more of a shop instead of a Mealtime at Disneyland video. Plus, at that time, back in the beginning when I recorded those videos, I was going to basically say that this is a place where you get like snacks and stuff. And that was the original intent. But yes, it is coming back for good. I just uploaded a new episode yesterday, Tropical Imports. And here's the thing about that video. When I tried to research for Tropical Imports, like research information about it, there was hardly any information about it because I wanted to know when it was open. And I found like very little information about it. So whatever information I found, it's in the video. So there you go. It basically was open in 1955, around the time when Disneyland opened, but it was under a different name. Go and check it out. But there will be more videos of the shops at Disneyland, hopefully very soon here, because I'm starting to run out of content for Mealtime Disneyland, so I'm going to add those videos in. Plus, I'm also going to be doing more Disneyland at Home series, and at some point here in the future, we will see a return of Disneyland Battlegrounds. I noticed that there's another channel out there that's trying to do something similar to what I'm doing. It's a bigger name channel. So, yeah, that caught me a little off guard there, but I'm not going to do anything about it because it's like, you know, I haven't done it for a while, so it's not exactly the same as how I do it, but when I saw the title of a couple of videos, I'm like, huh, this sounds kind of similar to my title, but it has a similar feel, but it's not the same. They don't do it the same way that I do it, so we'll see. And I will try to include, you know, stuff from Disneyland and Disney California Adventure and possibly even other theme park attractions, just putting it that way, because I'm going to be comparing at one point here in the future the Disneyland Castle. I'm going to be pitting it up against the Hogwarts Castle at Universal Studios Hollywood. That's going to be a fun episode, and I'm looking forward to that one. Which, just out of curiosity, let's take a poll. Which castle do you think is going to win that battle? The Disneyland Castle or the Hogwarts Castle? Leave it in the comment section down below, and let me know how you feel about that. And, okay, so as some of you are aware, now we're transitioning from my videos to my life personally. For a while, I've been sending out a bunch of job applications to different studios and even theme parks and other places as well, which will go unnamed and unmentioned. But some places that I've sent job applications to are like, say, Universal, Warner Brothers, and even to Disney, and a few other places too. If you guys remember a while back, I was trying to get involved with this group in downtown LA to help train me to teach at the community college district. That didn't go through, so I started sending in other applications to different places, and for a while, I either wasn't getting any response, or I literally was like getting a bunch of rejection letters. Or it's weird because there are times where I would read the message and I would think to myself, well, this rather sounds like bizarre, because the way they state it is such that it seems like they look at a few applications, like they look at the first 100 and then just totally disregard the rest. And it's like, well, that's not really fair, because you want to look at all of your applicants, right? It just doesn't make sense to only look at the first, say, 100 and then toss the rest. Because I got like one, I'm not going to say who it was, where it said that, oh, we received applicants here and there. We're not even looking at the rest. And it was like, what? That's so stupid. It was ridiculous. And so, yeah, it was pretty bad and miserable. And I was getting a lot of those. So I felt like there was a lot of missed opportunities here and there. Well, finally, one got back to me. I'll say right now, it wasn't Warner Brothers, although the pay rate for that one was going to be considerably higher. But unfortunately, it's not Disney or Disneyland because, well, if I really wanted to work for Disney, I would have to go with like the studio itself. Unfortunately, it's not Disneyland because, as I've mentioned before, it's an hour and a half to 2 hours away from me. So it's a rather long drive to go there and back. Plus, it's even worse when I'm coming home at night. So there's only one other option, guys. What is that? Yeah, I'll give you a very big hint. It's the company that is responsible for this. Yeah, in case you guys can't tell, it's The Mummy. It's also responsible for this. Oh, there's a big hint right there. And it was also responsible for this. This. Yes, the company that got back to me was Universal. I know it's a big competitor to Disney. Now, I know that for some of you, you're like, oh, well, that stinks because Universal's not Disney. Absolutely 100% agree with that statement because Universal is definitely not Disney. But I will say this. It is way closer to me than Disneyland. I just hop the freeway, boom, I'm there in 10 minutes, literally. That's how quick it is for me. And yeah, so here's the deal. I sent in a bunch of applications, and this is only temporary. Now, as some of you are aware, we're getting close to Halloween, and there's an event that happens at Universal Studios Hollywood around Halloween time that is, shall we say, not kid-friendly. Now, let me just say this. Most of the applications I sent in stated that you may work during these times. So yeah, there's an event that goes on at Universal during Halloween that isn't really kid friendly, and it has super ridiculous hours. I'm not going to say what it is. You can probably guess where I'm going with this. The commercials are probably popping up here on YouTube very soon, probably even on my second channel for obvious reasons. And so I'm just letting you know ahead of time that that's what's coming up, and that's what they're at. That's what they're interviewing me for, and they're going to be asking me to be a team member on this thing. I don't exactly know what's going to happen. I was contacted by them via phone the first interview went very well. This Monday, got a one-on-one interview there at the studio. Yeah, that's going to be quite an exciting time. And I hope you guys don't hate me for this, because I want to try to provide as much kid-friendly content as I can. And I know for a fact that when this event happens, it's not kid-friendly, okay? I'm rarely going to talk about it here on this channel, probably more on my second channel. I'm probably not going to be able to vlog anything about it, and personally, I don't think I will. I'll probably give a review if I do give this job about how it went. But I know that there are some people out there that don't really like this event at Universal at this time period. So I hope you guys don't hate me for this. You know, please accept this. This is happening. This is 100% true. And if I do get this job, this is going to be another step towards being able to get my foot into the studio, or possibly even to a bigger job. And I know that for some people, you're like, well, how come I didn't get something like in my category of work? Well, let me just tell you guys something. There are going to be times where you're going to have to get jobs that are not fun, that are not in your category, but later on in your life, you'll be able to get the jobs that you want, right? And sometimes I get comments like, well, that's not a cool job, or it's not going to get you anywhere. Well, look at this way. Look at Steve Martin. He was a magician at Disneyland. Look at him now. He's an actor. He was also a stage actor at the Birdcage Theater over in Knott's Berry Farm. He started off from being a magician at Disneyland. It's even in the video at Disneyland in the Great Moments Mr. Lincoln exhibit. He was at Disneyland, and John Lasseter, he was a skipper. He was a skipper on the Jungle Cruise, and look what he is now. He owns a multi-billion-dollar industry, Pixar. I mean, for crying out loud, that is unbelievable, right? So even people that are working at the theme parks can become big, right? I'm not saying I'm ever become big, obviously, but I'm just saying that even if you're working at a theme park, you might be able to do something later on in the future that's going to be completely amazing, right? So I hope you guys get that. So, yeah, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. I don't exactly know where I'll be located. I would love to be out on the back lot, because personally, that's like the most unbelievable place to work, on the back lot during this event, because there's actually okay, I'll just say it right now, it's Halloween Horror Nights, okay? And during this event, they have something called the Terror Tram. And what they do is they get you on board the trams. Yes, this is actually the toy that they released. If you guys want to know the funny story about this tram, go and check out my vlogs, because in one of my vlogs, I talk about this tram, the toy that. So they have this thing called the Terror Tram. They take you literally into the back lot. I think at one point they had like something in the metropolitan area right there in their back lot. But before, what they used to do is they would drop you off at like the Whoville set, and you walk around that area. Then you go past the Bates Motel, the Psycho House, and then the War of the Worlds exhibit, or the lot. For me personally, that's as close as you can get to walking on an actual movie set, because those are real movie sets. The War of the Worlds is a perfect example, and it's unbelievable, the production design on that. I watch that video every year for Halloween, and it's freaks the heck out of me. Anyways, so who was the one that worked on the Jungle Cruise? It was John Lasseter. He was the guy. He's the guy right now that is responsible for creating Toy Story, Cars, Monsters, Inc., helping out with The Incredibles. He's the guy over Pixar, guys. He's very, yeah, Shaun of the Dead. I can't tell you how many times I get that. Shaun of the Dead. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten that, seriously. So, anyways, that's all I'm going to talk about here, and I hope you all understand where this is going. Again, I don't have this job yet, but I'm very confident that I'm going to be nailing this thing for sure. I had a little bit of a scare yesterday because I was in my room here. I vlogged about it because I wanted to do like a video preview of what's going to happen, and I'll post it on YouTube here in the next couple of days after I do this interview. But I had my phone here in my bedroom because I was working in the bedroom because I'm working another cool picture for my intros here on YouTube. And I'm like, oh, I forgot my phone. So I come in here to the bedroom to grab my phone, and I noticed I had missed a call. And I noticed that the phone number looks almost identical to the one that I got from when I did my first phone interview. And I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh no, did I miss something? And I didn't know it was Universal. I tried looking up the phone number, and it didn't say Universal. I got like places in Florida and Canada and other places, but it didn't say anything about Universal. At one point it said something about Universal City moving, and I'm like, oh, this is scary. So what I did was I redialed the phone number the first time, and it said Universal Staffing. And I'm like, oh no. I immediately hung up because I was like flipping out. I was like, oh my gosh, my heart was racing, okay? And so once I calmed myself down a little bit, I was like, okay, I got to respond to them. And when I called them back, it was like an automatic voice message, and then they said that it was unavailable for them to answer the phone. So I left a message saying that I apologize for not being able to get back to you guys. You know, it's very unprofessional of me. It shouldn't happen at all. The reason why my phone didn't ring was because it was on mute, and I rarely put my phone on mute, which is ridiculous. I don't know why it was on mute in the first place. Every once in a while, I'll put it on like vibrate in case I'm filming something, but I never ever put it on mute, which is weird. So after I finished my message telling them that I have this interview with them on Monday, I literally got a voice message from a person, and they basically stated what I said. Then like 10 minutes after that I called them, they called me back. And this time I answered them. So everything's okay, because it basically was like, oh, you know, thanks for your reply and everything. It seemed very nice that I was able to call them back and apologize for that. I don't think they really get any of those type of phone messages. They probably, some people probably make up some sort of excuse, but this was no excuse, because this was the honest to God truth. So it kind of freaked me out a little bit, because I didn't know if they said, oh, we're not going to need you after all. And I was just really scared about that. That's the thing I don't want to have happen, because this is an opportunity I don't want to miss. And so I'm still scheduled to go with them on Monday. We'll see what happens. Get this ball rolling. So this will not in any way affect the channel. At one point in one of my applications that I sent in, it stated like certain days, and I didn't know exactly what my schedule would be like, so I didn't know how many days I'd be at Universal. But this event only goes from Thursdays to Sundays. You ready for the hours? 5 p.m. I'm supposed to be there like an hour early, so basically like 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. because I think the event closes at 1 a.m., but they keep the cast members there a few hours later so they can clean everything up. So I'm going to be there for a really, really long time, long into the night, which is insane. So please pray for me, you guys. I'm literally training my body now to stay up late for these time periods. Yeah, I've literally been staying up super late to like 4 a.m. so I can at least get my body trained so I can, you know, stay up that longer period. I'm doing pretty good so far, but I'm getting up super late. Today I woke up at like around 12:30, which is like so stupid of me. I never ever do that. Oh, my battery's about to die. Uh-oh. Oh dear. So please pray for me, you guys. I would really appreciate it. And please don't hate me for being a part of this, but you know what? I mentioned all along that I am a big fan of the Universal Monster History, not the new stuff, more the classic stuff. I like the classic stuff. And the Brendan Fraser Mummy series. So please pray for me, guys. I really hope this interview goes well. And hey, you never know. I can't speak. You never know. You might see me at Universal. And if you guys ever show up there, let me know. I might say hello. I don't think I'm really supposed to speak when I'm there, but we will see. Yeah, they do actually. They will be. So thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. And you know, please don't unsubscribe because of what I'm doing here. Once this is done and over with, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the end of it. But you never know. Universal may want to rehire me for something else they want me to do. From what I'm guessing, they'll probably be able to rehire me a lot faster next time, because I'll be able to let them know that, hey, I worked here before, you know. So I'll probably have a priority, you know, like checklist or something for them. I don't know. Anyways, we'll see what happens. Again, it's just another step to be able to do something that I enjoy doing, and that's to entertain people, and we will see. So, on that note, guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button, favorite the video, share with your friends, and of course, subscribe to this channel, the Disneyland Video Series. It is greatly appreciated. I know that a lot of you are already here that are already subscribed to my channel, but for those of you who are not subscribed, please be sure to subscribe. By the way, I apologize for this really, really bizarre live stream situation. I don't know if it's going to be the same way when this video is done, like being live and all that, but I hope it's okay. But please, I mean, it's going to be insane, this whole thing with Universal. But again, all of my other stuff that's non-Disney related will be over there on my second channel, the vlog series channel. This is probably the only time I would ever mention about this event. Maybe well, I might do another video here, like another live chat, if I do actually get the job, but that might actually be later on down the road, but we'll see. But this is maybe one about a couple of times where I'll actually mention about Halloween Horror Nights here on this channel, because I want to keep this place kid friendly, and more of that stuff on my second channel. So there you go. Minecraft gameplay, don't really know. Honest to God, That was awesome. I really liked that house. That was awesome. I would agree with that statement. I really do. I really enjoyed that one a lot. Yes, I did get scared a few times. There actually was one point where this is a scary thing, okay? If you guys ever go through a haunted house or in like a walkthrough maze where there's a bunch of people that have to scare you, don't be the last person to go in when the thing either closes for a break or closes entirely, because there was one time where I was in the House of Horrors and I was the last person to go in for like the day, and my God, those actors, they went after me like crazy. It's like this was their last opportunity to scare people, and they went all out. I had people coming up behind me. There were people standing behind me and walking around with me. It was like so crazy. It was ridiculous. It was just unbelievable. I have actually just, I have, you know, thought of the possibility of building Disneyland on Minecraft. I just don't know how I'm able to get around the whole copyright issue in terms of Minecraft. I have to look into that because I have used Minecraft so many times in the past, and I've built some interesting things, not a whole lot, but I would love to do like a gameplay for you guys, maybe on my second channel for the vlog series. If you guys haven't seen my gameplay, my very first gameplay that I've ever done here on YouTube for The Angry Chef, please go and check it out, because that's the game that I worked on, or I helped work on, during my last semester at Cal State Northridge. It was me and 4 other students, and we all just hammered away at this thing. And the interior design, the coding, everything was just, you know, insane. But yeah, please go and check it out, give it some love. And it really was a lot of fun to work on. And yes, I actually got to play the voice of the chef. So yes, but I would love to do a Minecraft. There was a point where I mentioned about doing stuff on Twitch. Does Twitch allow for copyright stuff to go like past that? Because if that's the case, then I might show you guys on Twitch, but I don't have a Twitch account just yet. And I think with Twitch, that's going to be a little bit of a challenge for me, because I don't know how that really works. And I hear that a lot of people get banned very easily on Twitch, and I am super afraid of that, but we'll see. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to run, and I really do appreciate all the views and for you guys for watching. Once again, Disneyland Railroad is up and running. I am so excited. I can't wait to see it when I go back in August. That is going to be so much fun. If you guys have the Disneyland app, it actually updated last night. And I was right. There was like a whole section of the island that I thought that they were going to cut out. They actually extended it a little bit so they make the little house area. But it looks pretty much the way I predicted. And the curve is not as you know, it's such that the Disneyland Railroad doesn't have to make such a sharp turn. It's not a sharp curve, if you know what I mean. And it really is pretty cool. So it's really, yeah, it's not really the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland anymore, because it is a circle, but it looks like someone took a chunk out of it, like scooped out some of it and just left this like divot in the railroad. But that's because of, you know, Star Wars Land. And it's not, I know it's not going to be the same ever again, but it's still the Disneyland Railroad. It's still going to be a fun attraction. I've always enjoyed the trains, and when I go back, I will definitely enjoy the new landscape, and I'll be sure to ride the Mark Twain when I'm there. I'm going to have a blast there, and yeah, it's just going to be really cool. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to look at Twitch, but you know what? The thing with Twitch, you know what I would really love to do? When I get my last, there's only one figure that I'm looking for. I was scammed out of a deal for this one character, but there's one character that I need to complete my collection of Disney Infinity characters, and that's Baymax. You know, hello, I'm Baymax. That's the only character that I need for my collection to be completely complete, because after that I will have all like 115 like characters. I have the list right here. There are 105 actually. There's 105 characters, and the only character that I'm missing is Baymax. That's it. And then once I get him, I would love to do like a video series about these characters on Twitch. And you never know, I might try to convince Disney to let me, you know, use the franchise. And I personally, I know it's under Disney's name, but I would love to be able to take control of it, if you know what I mean. I would love to bring it back, raise it back up from the grave, if you know what I mean. Because I think it ended way too soon, Disney Infinity. Because I saw the concept art for many of the figures that were coming up, like Peter Pan and Doctor Strange. I would love to have seen those, but never came. And I think they were even planning characters for like Rogue One. But personally, there were some things about Disney Infinity that I think kind of messed them up a little bit. And I'll explain about that in a future video, because I do want to make a video. I'll explain about that in a future video. I think one of the reasons why it ended was because the figures, for one thing, were so expensive. They were like 15 bucks for like one figure. Like I have the figure here for Mad Hatter. Over here is Alice. Come here, Alice. Oh, actually, you know what? If you guys haven't seen my recent Instagram photo, go and check it out, because I just posted an Instagram photo featuring these characters. Here we have Alice, Mad Hatter, and Time. Now, here's the thing about this. These characters are fine. I really like these, but did we really need a character figure for Time? You know who would have been a better idea? The Queen of Hearts. He's not that memorable of a character, to be honest with you. Like, if there are characters in the Disney universe that aren't that memorable, don't make them into a figure. Time, he's not that significant to me. If it was the Queen of Hearts, that would have been way better. And you know what? You're welcome. Because I was one of the people that suggested that they make Alice in Wonderland figures. 100% true, because they had a poll and stuff. And they left like a place for you to be able to like add characters and suggest characters to them. Uh-oh, my live chat just went down. And I was one of maybe a few people that suggested that they make characters for Alice in Wonderland, but not this Alice in Wonderland. I wanted the cartoon version. So, you know, we still got these, and this was supposed to tie in with the Looking Glass movie. But it's okay. In fact, if you look at if I have the DVD available, hold on. If you look at the DVD cover of the Alice in Wonderland movie, the Mad Hatter looks exactly like this. And Alice looks like this, like in the background. So, yeah. I think another reason why well, here's the deal. If you guys remember a couple years ago, I was invited by Disney Infinity. In fact, I was a sponsored viewer. I was a sponsored paid reviewer for Disney Infinity. And they sent me to the E3 Expo when they released the third version of the game with the Star Wars figures. And they didn't have these guys out yet, but they were coming. But I saw all the figures for Star Wars. In fact, I got a couple of figures from the event that were exclusives. That were never released. I still have the package the package Luke and Leia figures. I do have the other figures that I got from my PS4, but I had to open up Han Solo and Chewie because their boxes got all smashed. But the Star Wars characters, those were brand new because they were released. They were going to be released at that time. I saw those before they were released. And even when I was looking at the display, if it was a guard. Who was a guard? You mean like a card? That would be more like a villain you would play in the in-game. But even as I was looking at like the display for the Star Wars figures, I'm like thinking to myself, I think the Star Wars franchise might kill it because people will look at it and go, well, that's not really Disney, right? And I can't remember if we had Star Wars no, we didn't have Star Wars The Force Awakens around that time because they hadn't released those figures yet. So I guess some people thought that maybe having the Star Wars figures were not that particularly interesting. Because if you guys look at some places like Target and Toys R Us, they still have plenty of some of the Star Wars figures in Disney Infinity there on display in some of the areas where they have games. which is really surprising to me because you would think that they would have sold out. Like a lot of the Disney stuff, including Pixar, those are gone, literally. But the rest are just specifically Star Wars stuff. So I don't think the Star Wars franchise was as big of an issue for some people. But if you're like me, you would have liked to see more of the Disney franchise instead of the other stuff like Marvel and Star Wars. I think at one point they were planning on making a Goofy figure because I know they have Donald and they have 2 Mickey Mouse figures and they also have Minnie Mouse. But then after that, they have a ton of Pixar characters. They have a ton of like live action characters like from Alice in Wonderland, Pirates of the Caribbean, the Lone Ranger. Yes, the Lone Ranger and Tonto, those were made into figures. That's pretty cool that Johnny Depp actually has 3 different characters in Disney Infinity that are figures. Jack Sparrow, Tonto, and the Mad Hatter. That's pretty bizarre. Oh, why not? I'll bring them out. I'll go ahead and bring them out. Tonto's over here on the actual display. Come here, Tonto. And Jack Sparrow is over here. This might take me a minute because it's a little dark in this area. And some people were complaining that the figures are not posable. First of all, these aren't action figures. These are not action figures at all. Here's Jack Sparrow. Now, this was the first one that was released. Then we have Tonto. Where'd it go? Here we have Mad Hatter. All 3 of those characters played by Johnny Depp. Mind-blowing. That's pretty crazy. They actually had a really funny like commercial with Jack Sparrow, and he was looking at Tonto, and it's like, do we know each other? We look kind of similar. Yeah. So anyways, how many guys are still around? I hope my live feed's still okay. All right. I'm gonna stop this now because obviously this situation has not fixed itself. But anyways, you guys, that is my video. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah. Oh wait, did I forget to say something? What was I talking about? I was talking about Disney Infinity and so yeah, the figures were really expensive. They were like $15.99. Some prices were $13.99. But if you wanted to get like a 2-pack, they were like $32. And when they decided that they were going to stop releasing the figures, they really like were selling them like candy, literally, because they really lowered the prices significantly. There was like buy 2 get 1 free type thing, and you know, at Toys R Us, and I was like, okay, you got it. But yeah, it was sad to see it go. But oh, I wonder what was I going to say. So if I ever do get like a Twitch account, what I would love to do is to make it such that I only play like Disney related games, because I have a few games from Disney that I would love to be able to play again. There's actually a Disney version of Mario Kart, but it was Mickey Mouse and friends. It was Mickey's Speedway USA. I got that game. Of course, I've got Epic Mickey 1. I don't have the sequel to Epic Mickey, but I do have that one. I have a whole ton of the Disney Infinity characters. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do anything in the community portion of the game because that's gone. They got rid of that. I might include Star Wars, but I don't know how much of that I can show. I don't think I'll show that. But I do have some games. Oh, I do have Toy Story Midway Mania. That is a Wii game that I have. If I ever get an Xbox, I would love to play the Disneyland Adventures game that I have up here on my display. I do actually have a game where you can go to Disneyland in your Xbox. You have to use this thing called the Kinect. It looks pretty cool. So at some point here, I'll get around to getting an Xbox, but we'll see. All right, guys. But yeah, if I actually do get a Twitch account, that's what I would like to do, and see if Disney will allow me to play the Disney Infinity characters without them coming after me like, hey, what are you doing? I would love to do that. So on that note, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I really do appreciate you guys sticking around. And again, please pray for me because this Monday is going to be really stressful. I'm literally going to be on pins and needles during this thing. And oh, Mickey Mini for Super Nintendo, nice. You know, the Super Nintendo is going to be coming out as a mini game. You know, like the NES Classic Edition, the mini. They're planning on releasing the next one up, the Super Nintendo Mini, and that has like Donkey Kong Country. I think that's what it's called. I'm going to be definitely having my, like, looking around to see if I can get my hands on one of those. That looks pretty cool. And I can't wait to see that, because I remember playing at a friend's house Donkey Kong Country, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I'll be glad to play that game again. So, all right, guys, I'm going to run. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. By the way, go and check out my vlog series channel and also my educational series channel, and as well as my Travel Town series channel. That's my 3 other channels I just mentioned. Plus, I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. My Snapchat, unfortunately, is gone because I deleted the app once again. The account is still there, but I'm just not using it. So if you send me a snap, I'm probably not going to be able to respond to it because I don't have it right now. It just takes up so much space. Like, it's fine for a while, but then it's like, yeah, I'm going to... I don't know why. It just adds up to the memory on my phone for some reason. So I delete it, then I come back to it, then I delete it, come back to it, and stuff like that. So it comes and goes. But Instagram's still around, Facebook's still around, Twitter's still around, obviously YouTube's still around. By the way, thank you guys so much for getting me to 1,300 subscribers. That really does mean a lot, and I really do appreciate it. And for those of you who have recently subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you have not checked out my other channels, please go and check them out and subscribe to them, because I do post content on those channels as well. Maybe not as often as the Design Video Series. Oh, and speaking of the Design Video Series, I'm going to try to get into a more strict schedule as to when I'm uploading videos. I'm going to try to upload videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays here on this channel. I'm going to try to do the same thing with my vlog series channel, so that way you guys can get content from both of those channels. But if for some reason there's no video on Monday, check back on Wednesday. If not Wednesday, then definitely by Friday. So please be sure to remember that schedule: Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm going to try to at least get 2 videos up per week. If you get 3 videos per week, then that's even better, right? I'm not going to do a whole, like, 7 days, like a whole daily upload type thing again, because that was just insane. But it's really insane. I do have an SD card, but it's just that it's already used up. I don't know what's going on. Or maybe I didn't install my other SD card. I don't know. I had to check my phone. It's really ridiculous. But yes, that is the schedule for videos now. I know I used to randomly post videos here and there, but now I have a schedule: Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I don't know if that's going to be the same for my other channels, like the Educational Series and the Travel Town Series. Maybe I'll do something like Tuesdays and Thursdays for those channels, but we'll see. I know I haven't gotten back to my whole series of how to use YouTube, because lately I've just been super busy with these job applications and all that. So now that things are going my way, I think I'll be able to get back into those. So hopefully very soon I'll post another video about that very soon. So on that note, guys, again, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Next Monday, new episode, Mealtime at Disneyland. New restaurant. Haven't been to this restaurant before. Well, kind of, because it's actually a Starbucks, but it's a Starbucks, but also a different restaurant in the same building. It's in Buena Vista Street in Disney California Adventure, and you guys will find out when that video goes live on Monday. I'll post it tomorrow, but it will go live on Monday, probably around noontime. We'll see. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you all next time here on the Design Video Series, and I really do appreciate all the views and your guys' support. It really does mean a lot. Thank you. And thank you for getting me to 1,300 subscribers. The army is growing. All right, guys. Bye.